Did you just yawn reading this? You might again pulled, and that's part of the science.
All right, today we are going to solve a mystery that every single one of us deals with every day, but we hardly ever think about it. Yeah, let's dive into the totally awesome mystery of the yawn. You know that feeling, right? Your mouth just starts to open, your eyes might get a little watery, and this huge, unstoppable wave just takes over. We all know it, but what is really going on? Just talking about it, or maybe even just spelling it out. Y-A-W-N. I bet it's enough to make you feel one coming on right now. Did it work? It's one of the most contagious things out there. But why? Okay, so to find the real answer, we've got to start by busting a giant myth that almost everybody believes. It's an idea that's been floating around forever, but science has shown us something way, way cooler. So the old idea goes something like this. When we're tired, our brain isn't getting enough oxygen. So a big yawn is our body's way of grabbing a huge gulp of it. I mean, it sounds like it makes sense, but it turns out it's just not true. The real science shows it has nothing to do with how much air you're getting.
And here's how we know for sure. Scientists did these experiments where they had people breathe air that was packed with extra oxygen, and guess what? It didn't stop them from yawning at all. And think about it. When you exercise, you're breathing super hard, right? But you don't just start yawning like crazy. That's because yawning and breathing are actually controlled by two totally separate systems in your body.
So if it's not about oxygen, what is it? Well, get ready for this because the real answer is amazing. A yawn is actually your brain's very own personal built-in cooling system.
Just think about your brain like it's the most powerful supercomputer in the world. And what happens to a computer or a game console when it's working really, really hard? It generates heat. It gets warm. Well, your brain does the same thing when it's thinking, learning, or even just trying to wake up.
So how does this incredible little air conditioner work? Well, when you take that huge, deep breath, you're pulling in air that's cooler than your body. Then that big stretch of your jaw rushes blood up to your head. The cool air you just breathed in then lowers the temperature of that blood right before it flows into your brain. It's literally like a built-in radiator carrying away all that extra heat.
Now, that sounds like a fantastic theory, right? But how do we know for sure that's what's happening? Well, science has put it to the test with a really simple but super clever experiment.
And the proof is just fascinating. Researchers had one group of people hold a warm pack to their foreheads while watching videos of yawning. A whopping 41% of them yawned. But get this, the group holding a cold pack to their foreheads, only 9% yawned. A cooler forehead meant a cooler brain, so they just didn't need to yawn.
So here's the big takeaway. We don't yawn because we're tired and about to fall asleep. It's the exact opposite. We yawn because our brain is trying to wake itself up. By cooling down, it helps you stay sharp, focused, and alert.
Okay, so that explains why a yawn cools your brain. But what about when one person yawns and then suddenly the whole room is yawning? Well, that brings us to the secret social power of a yawn.
It's called contagious yawning, and it is incredibly common. Seriously, studies show that if you see, hear, or even just read about yawning, there's about a 60 to 70% chance you're going to yawn too. It's this powerful, automatic thing our bodies do.
So why on earth does this happen? Well, scientists believe it's a sign of empathy. Empathy is that ability we have to understand and share what someone else is feeling. When your friend is sad and you start to feel a little sad for them, that's empathy. A contagious yawn is like a physical, subconscious version of that exact same connection.
As one researcher put it, catching a yawn from somebody shows that on a really deep level, you're appreciating what's going on with them. Your brain is basically saying, hey, I see you, I get it. You are literally getting in sync with their physical state.
And this ability might actually come from our ancient ancestors. Just imagine a group of early humans trying to stay safe. If one person starts getting a little drowsy, their brain triggers a yawn to cool down and stay alert. When everyone else sees that yawn and copies it, it acts as a silent signal for the whole group to sharpen up. It's like a nonverbal way of saying, "Hey team, stay awake, watch for danger."
And you know what's even crazier? This amazing teamwork tool isn't just for us humans. Scientists have found out that contagious yawning happens all over the animal kingdom, and sometimes for some really fascinating reasons. And it turns out, a yawn can be a super versatile tool. For baboons, it's a threat. They show off their sharp teeth to say, "back off." For wolves, it spreads alertness through the whole pack, just like with our ancestors. Penguins actually use it as part of a courtship ritual. And our best friends, dogs, can even catch yawns from us humans, which just shows that incredible bond we have.
So we've busted the myths, we've looked at the cool science. Let's wrap it all up and figure out what your next yawn really truly means.
The next time you feel that irresistible urge to open your mouth wide and take that deep, satisfying breath, don't just write it off as being bored. Instead, just take a second and remember what's really going on inside your amazing body.
Your yawn is a high-tech brain cooler, not just a way to get more air. It's a tool your body uses to keep you sharp and focused. It's a secret sign that you're in sync with the people around you. And yeah, it's an ancient superpower that you share with wolves and penguins and even your dog.
So a yawn isn't just a yawn. It's a little window into how incredible our bodies really are. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If your body has this amazing, built-in system to keep your brain running perfectly, what other secret superpowers could it be hiding? Thanks for joining me on this one.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a new lesson.